Hello my dear friends, welcome to Untitled Electronics, and we have today a package. Obviously I already opened it just to make sure that everything I got here is safe and good. So I opened it right away, and you know, few weeks later I'm making video, so a little bit of a delay here. So what is this? Let's take a look. This is just paperwork. Paperwork goes away. Little nice pouch. So let's open it up. Obviously, by reading the title, you know what it is. This is another MiniDisc thingy. So, and this time I decided to acquire another HiMD device. Obviously it's not in the best or tip-top shape, a little bit, you know, scratched here and there, but in reasonable condition. And I think even with the battery and it, oh my god, it's super dirty. Yikes. Definitely we would need to open this thing up and clean it up. So what do we got here? We got MD Walkman MZ NH700. This is HiMD device, as you see, and it's supposed to come with one HiMD disc. Not sure what's in here, not sure what's inside, but definitely I know it is operational. Like, I will power it up right now because I think the person who sold me that already powered this up, and batteries barely poking around. Yeah, and looks like it's doing something. It has a remote, so let's just connect remote here. Low battery. Okay, so this thing is not operational properly, so we're not gonna be able to demonstrate it because it's have died. So let's just pull away this disc. I'm also curious. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this a bit later, in what condition this disc is. But good, we have a remote. So in this package we have a disc, a remote, and the player itself. Okay, so before we continue on this player, I definitely would like to clean this up because looks like it was a fair bit of corrosion here. Oh shit. Yeah. What? Why, people? Why? Anyways, this thing is quite precious because these devices are rare and they go for pretty money. I bought it relatively inexpensive because I think the person sold it as perfectly functional unit. But yeah, well, with this kind of corrosion, this disgustingness here and green stuff, it's, yeah, I would say, yeah. But anyways, no comments here. So what we're gonna do today is actually open it up, examine what's inside. If there is a corrosion on the main board, we have to really clean it up to make sure it's gonna continue working, not just die in like in a few weeks. I'm gonna ditch this battery, obviously, and after I clean up everything, we're gonna do nice test to see if all functions are operational. So let's start taking it apart. This battery goes into garbage. Somewhere there. I'll be using this nice lime green tray to store all my little bits and bobs and in here. So it has 4 screws, 2 here and 2 here. Those 2 looks like they're quite a bit dirty. Maybe not. Just open them right here. They are identical and seems to be okay. What else? I think that's pretty much it. You just need to, yeah, just like, oh, okay, that looks horrible. I hope, I pray this board have survived. It looks like we are lucky-ish because of this shield. There is some kind of, I don't know what the heck is this, thermal shield or something. Yeah, I actually in the previous models I didn't see. I did tear down and repair of NH700. That's exactly the same model, but with the capability of playing a radio. Yeah, looks like I have to completely take it apart just for the reason being of cleaning, because to clean this battery compartment, that's really, I mean, it's possible, but to actually clean it very nicely, you have to like remove it from the compartment, and all this whatever left, just I won't be able to actually, in retrospect, I won't be able to because the optical pickup is connected to the chassis, and to remove this, yeah, it'll be tough. But this is really horrible. Yeah. Well, now I'm okay that I actually was negotiating the price on this thing. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion, like the green stuff got into the USB. You see, you like you never know what you're gonna get. This is horrible. This is very disgusting and horrible. So probably the biggest chance of these little old devices to die is not like age of the laser and stuff like that and mechanical damages. This is the number one, the killer, is the battery leakage and corrosion. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be talking about like, people, please remove your batteries from devices while you're keeping them in storage for a long time, because that's what's gonna happen. I really hope this board is not Gonski. Oh. And I think we are lucky. Okay, I'm gonna peel this, whatever it is, shield off. I think this looks like a thermal shield, and I think this shield kind of saved the board. That's weird. Why do you have this? Wow, this look, it says, I didn't, in previous version I didn't pay attention, but here it says ARM. It's ARM powered. Very interesting. And here supposedly was some kind of version, firmware version or something. What is that? Has to be super careful not to peel any components together with that sticker. It's ripping off those two diodes right here. Okay. Oh, those two capacitors. Okay, those, so this is a diode. Looks like these are capacitors. Okay. Okay, it looks like, let me take my magnifying glass and I'm gonna take a look a bit better. So you're gonna use this and really nicely take a look on everything right here. Okay, looks like we have to take this board out, because right here on edges in this area I see some green stuff, so like right here, so we have to take this out. So essentially that means I have to carefully disconnect those two connectors, and either like, is this removable? That's gonna be not easy, because those two are soldered straight to the board, so I have to think about how do I proceed. Gonna take a photo in the meantime, by the way, just to capture how disgusting is this. Okay, and continue. So let's continue. Okay, first of all, you have to disconnect these two guys, and that's done by pulling this like this. Okay, and this one like that. So this is for a front panel controls, like here, and this is for motor drive, right? Good. There is another one, sorry, not another one, there's a whole bunch of ribbon cables underneath, but for now, okay, this one is soldered as well, but probably I need to desolder it. Okay, let's see if you can. Yeah, okay, it's coming out. So this also gives us a chance. Oh, this disgusting crap! I don't even touch it. Then I have to wash all my tools. Okay, it's coming out, I think, without desoldering, which is okay, which is good. Okay, our board is out, and obviously, okay, this is disconnect. We have a little bit of issue because this thing is soldered here. Okay, this, you guys go here, don't interfere in you two. All right, and so maybe I have to, let me think. Just it'll be very hard to work on this board without pulling out. Yeah, even there is even green stuff right here. Shit. Maybe I have to unsolder this guy, because that's gonna be easier. I have to use as low as possible temperature and solder it, not to ruin the ribbon cable. And interesting to see the little bodge here, right here. See a little capacitor, someone added a little bodge wire. I think I saw this same bodge on the other board as well. Curious about this, what is that? It's a massive block of ferrite-like material, but clearly it's not some sort of chip, probably BGA of a sort, and this is BGA, so this is amazing to see. Yeah, have to desolder it. Alright, I decided to use as low as possible temperature of 250 C and remove some solders first, right from here, like this. Let me try to use solder wick. Looks like it's not enough temperature for solder wick. Okay, that's easier. Now it's 275, not 250. So much faster. Okay. It's not just soldered, it's also glued, so you have to be super careful when I'm peeling it off. I think it's unsoldered. We're just using my magnifying glass to actually see what's going on there. Yeah, I probably need like watch glasses or something, because it's really... Oh no, just double tap. Use this. Just warm it up a little bit. It's not coming off, and I don't want to rip it off. Let me see again what's going on there. Okay, yeah, sorry, A was actually glued very well, and this is double-sided sticky thingy. Now it is easier to lift, just like that. So you can lift it like this. And there is another very important part of it, it's probably one of the most important, is to actually optical pickup interface, which is sandwiched right there. Usually very hard to put back on, so I'm so reluctant to actually disconnect it, but like, there is no way to nicely and clearly work on this board without disconnecting this thing. Yeah, there's no way. So here it is. So yeah, it's like this guy. There's no way. So how I do this, I usually try to use something like that and something like this. You have to be super careful. It's not even going. Let me think about it. So if you want to have like a better grip on this sort of, for this sort of operation, you do like this. You use electrical tape, wrap them around the tweezers points or ends, I don't know how you call this, and well, probably easier to use something like that. Oops. This is my trick for you. Alright, so you have something like that. Alright, so now theoretically I was using this for when I was fixing lenses. Obviously it gets a little bit thicker than it used to be, but it will have way better grip. So let's try again. And it'll be harder to shove around. Still hard, but at least it's not slipping anymore. Ah, I'm an idiot. This one has not just, it has the same thing. I forgot. Alright, now it will be so much easier. Probably some people, yes, duh. Okay, let's examine a laser pickup board. Looks like all this contraption is okay. There is some corrosion visible here, which is not good, here, which is not good, and that's it. The reason I'm saying it's not good, because that means it has yeah, fuck, sorry for, yeah, there's some crop right here and even potentially right here. Sucks. And even here. So all this has to be cleaned up nicely. Let me take a look with the magnifying glass. Yeah, looks like it did not travel to the, yeah, looks like it did not travel to the further down the board here and here, but this metal plate has to be unsoldered for better cleanup, unfortunately, which is not ideal, but I have to do this. Is it, this is how solder, yeah, why would you, that ever. What's going on here? It doesn't have good contact with. Can you just lift it? Not really following how it is connected. It's Okay, I will straighten it up. Yeah, it's all disgusting here as well. Looks like this USB port is horrible as well, but well, at least we have something to do. Okay, so all this crap has to be cleaned up. Okay, so let me do some cleaning. This has to be cleaned up as well. Kind of contemplating actually removing these terminals and nicely clean them up separately from the board. Probably will do that. Just like that. It's gonna be hot. Yeah, I will clean this all crap up. That'll be also easier to work on the board. Then soldering it will be super easy. No problem. Alright, so now is the cleaning time. Okay, so now I decided to look into this contraption and actually try to remove this battery compartment, which is super dirty. Okay, let's just unscrew this top thingy. Top panel. It's only 4 screws. Okay, this side. Oh, it's only one side. They are a little bit special screws. Oh my god, this dirt is even here, see this? Oh. It's kind of broken. A little bit. Hope it didn't end up. What? Look, I'm not sure what is this. This corrosion or just wow. Okay, let me just double check all this. Familiar story, or all too familiar. Already disassembled contraption like that. I don't think I see any corrosion. There's certainly some blue blotches, you know, right here, here, and here, and I don't see anything on this side, but I see something right here, so I don't know what the heck is that. Yeah. Heck. It's like a plastic thingy. Okay, I'll try to clean it off with alcohol. I don't know what else I can do. This can be just cleaned up like that and washed pretty much underwater or something. Well, I didn't realize they have to actually take apart like every single thing. Okay, let's go back to this guy. Let me also take a look at the laser. It's look like relatively clean. There are some hairs there. I'm gonna blow them. That's it. But looks like it's where is it? Hope you see it. No, it's really hard to. Yeah, it's something like that. Here it is. Anyways, looks good. Okay, so now I have to take and unscrew two more, maybe 3 more screws. Never been disassembling anything that deep. Okay. Oh yeah, spring. I'm lucky this thing didn't fly away. I forgot that this was connected. Okay, so this can be cleaned up. This is actually pretty clean. That sits right here. I think like just like that. Okay, that can be washed nicely now without affecting anything here. So what do we have here? So there is some oxidation right here. This is actually rust. There is copper stuff right here, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, there is no more. Yeah, a little bit of here. So that's all has to be cleaned up too. Just place it. How about record head? How is it? Here is recording head. Okay. This has to be lubricated. And washed. That is good. That's not gonna touch that. Oh, I'm not sure what to do. Okay. So what I've done some picking into here, and what I see I don't like. So you see this contact right there, contacts, they all actually have corrosion. It's not cool at all. By the way, the thingy right there down there below, it's actually optical pickup. Yeah. This one doesn't have any, but still have some corrosion, so probably this guy as well. Yeah, let me take a look. Actually, this guy doesn't. No, this guy is okay as far as corrosion go, but those two buttons be. These B just have corrosion on outer casing right here. So probably this is gonna be cleaned up with water, sorry, with vinegar, and then gonna be rinsed with water. And the reason I'm gonna be doing probably using something like this with vinegar, but problem is because I don't want to, for example, get vinegar in here, and any other places. So I'm gonna be doing this super nice and slow clean up with vinegar, then try to rinse it with isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, something to this extent, and clean up with vinegar right here and try to, I don't know, it's really crusty in this area, so let me do that. This can be just washed. So first, probably gonna, as an experiment, gonna go and wash all this. So you're gonna do this off camera. It's very simple, like straightforward. And yeah, and this disgusting crud gonna be washed just with and this. All this gonna be washed just with soap and lots of water. So prepared here some vinegar right here, and I also have distilled water. So what we're gonna do at the moment, in some places where the there is no any kind of electrical contacts, anything like that, just clean it up with vinegar. Then also all this will be individually cleaned with the distilled water or isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, it's quite a bit tedious process here. So I'll be scraping something which I don't know what the heck is this. Scraping works, and someone's ringing me. Okay. Okay, let's check what else is dirty. Okay, it's some kind of crud in here. Okay, there is no any oxidation right in here. Is there anything in there? Something suspicious here, so we're gonna wash it off and clean it up. Okay, I think this side is done. I'm gonna put it temporarily here. There's also need to clean up everything right here because it looks like it's dusty, but it's not super critical. Okay, they decided to clean it up right away. Also remove some hairs, probably. Okay, also we have these things. It probably just can go in vinegar straight there. Oh, it start bubbling. Funny. Yeah, so all those oxides of copper, oh, sorry, hydroxides of copper, gonna get diluted, dissolved in vinegar. Not dissolved. Hope it's gonna be dissolved into how to say. So now it's the trickiest part. So we have some residue even here. So what I've done right here, I just cut with my scissors the chopstick, the cotton swab, just like that, to make it sharp. Like take a little bit of this stuff, make sure it's not too much, kind of squeeze it a little bit on the side of the jar just to drip it back in. Took it here and did that. This just to clean up all this crud inside this Okay, looking better. Let's do here. Obviously all this now has to be cleaned up to neutralize the vinegar. Yeah, this is all getting green, look, right, you see? Let me check in there what's going on. Well, it's certainly doing better. So now I have to like use another one like this. And just try to kind of draw it down. Okay, let's do same here, clean up. Same time clean up some dirt. Okay, now is the time of isopropyl alcohol. I think these guys had plenty of time in there. I will remove and wash them in soapy water and a little bit with toothbrush. Let's stop for now. Okay, my friends, so I have prepared a little tub here and I have some alcohol in this little syringe. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna just rinse it first, just like this. Idea is to flush as much as possible. Of the acid, and same time bathe this too, because they're already washed in a water with soap, but just in case. Okay, now I'm gonna take another toothbrush and just try to clean up the surface here as much as possible. Because this side seems to be attacked most. And also be investigating what's going on, just to make sure it didn't damage anything. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. But on this side, I have to use these kind of guys. It's just make sure it's all wiped and clean. Alright. Also gonna clean up here with some lots of crud of a sort. These two capacitors, contacts right here. It was pretty dirty actually. Have another one. Just to clean up everywhere as much as possible. and the final rinse. Alright, I just examined this with the little magnifying glass, and looks like inside those contacts are relatively clean. It's really probably impossibly hard to clean up all this just because how deep is this it is, but I think I've done my best. Looks like there's something still left here. Okay, now it's so much better. How about on this side? Yeah, looks like it's better. So final rinse. I ran out of alcohol here. Okay, now everything has to be let dry.